Hi, in today's video I'll be showing you a solution to this challenge. Coding this thing you see right here with a single HTML element, no JS, no SVG, no images in general except for 3 CSS gradients at most, and this image you can see right here in the back. Also, we'll be doing it all with at most 10 CSS declarations. So let's get started. First, maximize this to make it easier to work like this. So HTML, and we're going to have a background which is going to be that image you see right there, and let's position it now. It's going to have a width of auto, and let's make it full height. And then let's move on to an after pseudo element, which we absolutely position and make it cover its entire parent. So that's going to be top 0, right 0, we're going clockwise, bottom 0, left 0. I really hate writing this, and that's why in the future we'll have the option of writing just inset 0, which is basically a shorthand for all these properties, and you can find more info here. I'll be leaving the link in the description, but now let's go back, and we'll also be setting content to nothing. And next, let's set a background. So let's say it's going to be linear gradient 90 degrees, so it's going to be vertical. So the first color up to 50%, and then the second one we're going to have a sharp transition. Okay, now let's go back to this a bit. Now here we have a rhombus, and if we split it into two, we get 2 equilateral triangles because that angle right there is 60 degrees. So here, right here, half of this rhombus is going to be an equilateral triangle. So this diagonal is going to be equal to this edge, and now we'll be setting that edge length, and we'll also be setting the width of those strips. Actually, let's use half the width. So that edge length, let's say something like 9 ems. This is going to be basically half the width, 7 pixels, let's say, something. Okay, so now here we'll be setting a position 50%, and the size is going to be that edge length, and now we'll be having thinner stripes. Okay, nice. Next, we'll be setting a mask. And let me show you something, because this is not normally going to work in WebKit because it needs the prefix, but here I'm using auto prefixer, so it's going to work. So here I'm going to have repeating linear gradient 60 degrees, and let me actually write this, the stop list, let me write it separately. So stop list red, transparent red. Okay, now I'll be using that custom property stop list, and we should be seeing something. Okay, we're seeing something. Now let's go back to this for a little bit. So as I said, half of this rhombus is an equilateral triangle, so if we take the height from the vertex here or the other vertex, this height we can get it from this right triangle. So we have this, the hypotenuse, this is a 60-degree angle, so the sine of this angle is going to be the height over this edge right here. So we can get the height because we know that's a 60-degree angle. So that's going to be, the height is the edge length times sine of 60 degrees. Okay, now having done this, we're going to set this, this is going to go all the way up to the height. So, right, it's just going to be repeating. Oh yeah, we need the compass. So let's import compass for the sign to work. Okay, and now you can see we have a bit of a repetition in the mask. So let's refine this a bit. So we're going to have 0, half the width of those stripes, and then we're going to have transparent 0, and then we're going to have the difference between the height and half the width, but they're different units, so we need to use a calc. Okay, now that we've done this, you can see something. Okay, we're also gonna need 0 there. Okay, now it's starting to look like something, and you're probably seeing where we're going. So if we add a second one right here, and we have minus 60 degree, okay, we're almost there, except we want that intersection transparent. So the thing is, we need to use mask compositing for this, and for more details on it, I wrote an article, a really detailed article. It's going to be linked in the description. So here we'll be using the value of exclude, which is basically like XOR. So if we have two layers that are both having an alpha which is 1, then the overlapping is going to have a resulting alpha for the whole mask, which is going to be 0. So 1 and 1 gives us 0, 0 and 0 gives us 0, 1 and 0, 0, 0 and 1 and 0 gives us 1, 0 and 1 gives us 1. So that's basically the XOR, which is exclude in the standard version of mask composite. So exclude. And we have that result. Now, one thing, and this happens for my screen, it's probably not going to happen if you have a higher pixel density one, but it happens here. So let me show you how we can fix this. So here we can have calc, and let's just copy this. Here we're going to have 1 pixel and replace this with that, and here again let's just copy this, replace that 0 with this plus 1 pixel, and now that we have that 1 pixel transition, we get smooth edges. So something else I want to do here, because I want it to look nicer. Okay, that's a nice alignment. Okay, so this is it. This is what I wanted to show you for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you like the work that I've been putting out for over 8 years and you want me to be able to do more in the future, please consider supporting it. You can do so by being a cool cat and becoming a patron on Patreon. The link is going to be in the description below, or you can get me something off my Amazon wishlist. Again, the links are going to be in the description below, as well as the link for this demo and other links I mentioned in this video. Or you can at least share this to show the world what can be done with CSS these days, because honestly I think it's pretty damn cool. In any event, thanks for watching, and until next time.